Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Chiefs Blitz Breaking News Show. Here are your hosts, Mr. BowTie Sports, a.k.a. Hence Todd, and the Juice Kid, the KC Mango.
Welcome in, guys. Welcome in. We got some news that's surrounding the Kansas City Chiefs. Also, jersey numbers changing, some guys coming back, some guys not. But yeah, we got a lot to touch on this breaking news show. We're gonna be here shortly because, guys, we have another show that's coming up at 1:45ish. I think what other guys gonna be touching in on everything as well. So with that said, again, guys, it's a breaking news. Rashee Rice has accepted his 6-game suspension. Will miss the first 6 weeks of the season. Mango, how are you feeling about this, sir?
Honestly, in hindsight, I'm probably a bit grateful that it's been, put in place before the season's begun. I mean, obviously, it would have been great to have him for the stretch of Chargers, Eagles, Giants, Ravens, all that jazz. But it's not about the games in September, October, So the fact that we're going to have Rashee, I think he was at the Raiders game that he's going to be eligible to return, right? The fact that we're going to have him for, he's going to be there for the important games at the end of the day, and that's what matters. Obviously, you would have loved if there was just a way where he didn't get suspended this year, but it's the Chiefs, so that wasn't going to happen. But yeah, he's going to. I mean, I thought if he would have obviously missed the Bills game if he just missed the first 4, like was first reported. But it'd be good to get him back. We get him back before the bye week as well, right? Like I think a couple of games before the bye week, so that'll be good to integrate him back in. Not that I think it's going to be much of an issue because I mean Rashee's he knows his place in the team. He's got that connection with Pat. What was it? We were hearing that the NFL wanted between 8 and 10 initially, so
right.
Would have been great if it had been 4, but 6 is 6. We'll take it. Yeah, we're not going to have him for the first 6 weeks, but at the end of the day, the first 6 weeks don't matter an awful lot compared to the back end of the schedule going into the playoffs.
Well, I'll say that Chargers game is going to be tough. The Eagles game is going to be tough without them. Also, the Giants, they reforming a team, so that's going to be a tough game. The Ravens, that's going to be tough without Rashee Rice. And the Jags are looking to be a turnaround team as well. So that's going to be, and also the Lions. That's going to be a tough 6-game stretch without your main guy at wide receiver. And that explains why the Kansas City Chiefs kept 8 wide receivers on the roster as well. But it's going to have to, like I wrote in an article, man, it's going to have to be potential for these young guys have to carry the burden, right? It's going to have to carry the burden. And some of these young guys are going to have to step up early. Jalen Royals, you got the same body size, skill level as Rashee Rice. It's going to see what goes on with his knee issue and everything like that. But you got, some guys that's out there that's been, showing out in preseason like Thornton and the other guy as well. And now, some other guys that's still out there that's on free agency. They probably bring somebody in. They probably not. This is going to be a tough game stretch. Again, if you just join in, Rashee Rice will serve his 6-game suspension at the start of 25 regular season. Rice will miss, games against the Chargers, Eagles, Giants, Ravens, Jags, and Lions before returning for the Raiders game. Hey, I can say it like this, it could be worse, and it also could be better, right? I know the kid, they was trying to put a potential push for 8 games The kid was trying to push for 4 2, but they end up, settling for 6 games somewhere within the middle of the suspension. But again, I hope this is a lesson learned for this young man and all the other young guys is in the locker room as well that's watching Rashee Rice go through this situation. Royals, Xavier Worthy, and all those guys is watching that. Hey, during the off season, let's be on our best behavior. You know what I mean? Because this is a lot of chunk of change that he's going to be missing as well. You know what I mean? And a lot of then you put yourself in negotiation situations where you put up the numbers and now you got this suspension that's somebody can argue with contracts as well. So I would say this kid is I can't wait. He's my top golden jacket kid. That's on my list when I first started this golden jacket list thing. But Rashee Rice, I can't wait. I just can't wait to Patrick Mahomes to actually have, like we said yesterday, main go throughout the question is like, do you potentially bring Tyreek Hill back in 2026? And I was like, yeah. Some people was like, no, don't do it. But I'm like, when does Patrick Mahomes is ever going to have a stellar wide receiver group around him, right? And this is what we're looking for. Since the Tyreek Hill left, it's been like an open door at receiver for the Kansas City Chiefs, right? 1 minute, you got Kadarius Toney. He's dropping balls. He's looking like he has potential. Sky Moore, you got him. He looking like he has potential, but can't get the playbook down pat and can't get on the field. Then you got Xavier Worthy. He's new. He's shown potential. Rashee Rice showed potential, but this happened as well. So, hey. It's nothing that Patrick Mahomes haven't done. He won. He got to the Super Bowl without Rashee Rice, right? He got there, but they lost, without Rashee Rice as well. But this is going to actually, I feel, it's going to be a tough battle, right, for the Kansas City Chiefs. The Chargers, the Eagles, the Giants, the Ravens, Jaguars, and the Lions. I know a lot of people say, "Oh yeah." The Lions, the Jags and Giants, no more 2 teams that are rebuilding and they kind of look good in the preseason as well, man. So I'm not sad. I'm sad. I feel, the team can still get it together and move around this, man. So when it's all said and done, Rashee Rice got his 6-game suspension. That was starting, this season. He's gonna miss these games, but hey, it's gonna be a heck of a show for Patrick Mahomes. Still going. I feel like he's still gonna come out and torch the earth. You know what I mean? But it's not a happy day for me because this is my guy. This is my favorite player that's on the Chiefs besides Patrick Mahomes. Rashee Rice. But hey, now hoping the kid can turn this around. Lesson learned. What you had to say, Mango?
Obviously, you mentioned the kind of roster construction earlier. I think this must have been something that the Chiefs knew was coming, with keeping 8 receivers. I think we were all kind of shocked in a way to see Jason Brownlee make the team. Obviously, he had a good showing during preseason, but we all kind of accepted that Nico Remihia would be the 7th receiver. But to me, this tells me that the organization obviously knew this was coming down the pipeline and they were preparing for it. So, and obviously, didn't think that they might not been able to get Brownlee through waivers. So, you've still got a good group of receivers there in Xavier Worthy, Hollywood Brown, Juju Smith-Schuster, Jalen Royals, obviously Tyquan Thornton, Jason Brownlee, and Remihia can play offense if you need him to. I feel like that's a bit of like a weird stigma that he's just special teams. You throw the ball his way, he catches it. He might not go for he might not break like a 15, 20-yard run, but he's got reliable hands. He will catch the ball. So we got the guys there to get the job done. Obviously, you've got pass catchers out the backfield and the tight ends as well. Obviously, I mean, we saw it last year before the injury that the Chiefs were trying to move. As Travis Kelce continues to get older, they tried to move like the focal point of the offense to Rashee Rice. And I think we'll see that again once he comes back from the suspension. But yeah, I feel obviously the games are going to be tough. I mean, you just look at them there: Chargers, Eagles, Giants, Ravens, Jags, and Lions. I mean, all very good teams.
Right.
I mean, and like we always say, it's their Super Bowl against the Chiefs. Maybe not against the Eagles because they did us up the bum, to put it nicely, back in February. But yeah, I mean, you obviously don't want to see the suspension, but it has to happen, and I'd much rather it happen now than later in the season, and it potentially hurts chances of being involved in the playoffs.
Right.
But yeah, it's done. We can't do anything about it. We've just got to sit back and hope the lads can pull it off now.
I think they can, man. I think Xavier Worthy is prime for a breakout season this year. Thornton looked like he can be promising as well. If Juju Smith-Schuster can stay healthy, you could probably get something out of him as well. Potential, regaining of his career, and also, you got Jalen Royals too, but you got to see what's going to, what is he going to come out and playing with his knee issue as well. But again, hey, if anybody can do this, anybody can go through the stretch of games. The Chargers, Eagles, Giants, Ravens, Jags, and the Lions. It's going to be Andy Reid and the Chiefs, right? Andy Reid and the Chiefs and Patrick Mahomes, and maybe Travis Kelce finds some youth and come out balling. But again, hey, this is a suspension that we all knew was coming. We all seen coming down the pipeline. But again, Rashee Rice, he's gonna be mixing 6 games with the Kansas City Chiefs. But hey, when he do come back, I put in my predictions, and Mango have him too. I said when he come back, the kid is gonna,
save it for the prediction show. You can tease it,
and I got my own predictions. But hey, because he's my favorite player. I got my own predictions. But again, Weston said in a chat that your guys still haven't been claimed. Mango.
Yeah, just tweeted that out actually on the Chiefs Blitz account. Yeah, a bit surprised with that one because we obviously saw what he can do because we played the Seahawks, didn't we? And he just, I mean, I think that was a bad game for everyone, but he just ran all over us. If I'm not mistaken, Martinez was taken maybe 5 or 6 picks before Brashard Smith. And obviously the Chiefs brought him in to one Arrowhead, had like the full-on meeting. They tracked him a lot. So who's to say that if Martinez was on the board that it wouldn't have been him over Brashard Smith? If you can get Damian Martinez in, who I absolutely loved as a prospect in Miami, I would be very happy to say, thank you for your showcasing your skills, Elijah Mitchell, but we're bringing in this guy. And I think that would also work because obviously he'd be on a rookie contract, right? Because he only got drafted this year. Right now, Brashard Smith's the only running back contracted on this roster after this season. If you could have a running back room that consists of Isaiah Pacheco for this year, Kareem Hunt, Brashard Smith, and Damian Martinez, I mean, we're just laughing, aren't we? We're going to be having a grand old time.
Yeah, I take that, but because I like how he looked against the Chiefs when Seattle. The kid was performing at a high level, but there's also one kid that's posting on his Instagram stories that he probably gonna be trying to return to the Kansas City Chiefs, and it's gonna probably set the Chiefs fans on fire, and not in a good way. And that is Clyde Edwards-Helaire. How you feel about that? If that potential, reunite, is he gonna feel real good?
I mean, if Clyde's coming back, he's either going to be running back 4 or he's going to be on the practice squad, and you're not going to be relying on him an awful ton. I'd say just put him on ice, bring him back for the Bills game because we all know he just runs all over the Bills. He just always has I mean, obviously he's been through a lot. We know this. And, it has been nice to see him to actually being able to get back out on the field again and play. I just don't know if he's got the juice left that we would be looking to add back into the room, which is sad in a way because Clyde's a great guy. I just think it didn't really work out that well after the injury he had. But we'll see what Veach does. I mean, I'm not going to sit here and shout to the rooftops if he's the fourth running back or on the practice squad. Because, I mean, if Clyde's getting significant snaps, then there's been a lot of some that's gone incredibly wrong this year, if that's the case. But we'll see how that one plays out. Yeah.
Everybody know how I feel. But again, if he does return, man, I would say it's a lot of guys out there that have a lot of potential, like Martinez. It's a lot of other guys that's out there on the market as well. If they're going to go that part of bringing in another guy, but I think the ship has sailed on Clyde Edwards-Helaire, if I had to say so, I think the ship has sailed. But hey, maybe the Chiefs see something that he did in the preseason, or he did with the Saints. That they probably say, hey, we kind of missing this in this backfield. But again, if you just join in, Rashee Rice will serve his 6-game suspension this year. Rice will miss the Chargers, Eagles, Giants, Ravens, and Jags and Lions before returning to play against those Raiders. Hey.
Do you want to go through some of the number updates that we have?
Go ahead, sir. What do we have so far?
Okay, so wide receiver Tyquan Thornton shared the number 2 with Josh Williams this preseason. Obviously, Josh Williams has found his way onto the initial 53-man roster due to injuries to Nazeeh Johnson. And do you know what? I found this out today. We've actually also kept defensive back Eric Scott. He's also just on IR. Did you know that? Interesting.
No, I didn't know that.
So Tyquan Thornton will now, like a proper wide receiver, vintage wide receiver, he has changed his number to number 80. So the bottom of your wide receiver room, Tyquan Thornton, number 80, number 81, Nico Remihia. Doesn't get much better than that, guys.
So if you're an old Chiefs fan and you know Johnny Morton, that was Johnny's Morton number for the Kansas City Chiefs. Johnny Morton came over from the Lions and joined the Kansas City Chiefs with Dick Vermeil, Eddie Kennison, and Trent Green. Now Thornton is going to be wearing number 80.
Indeed.
I think that's going to be nice to wear on. Who else got some new numbers out there?
Let's flip to the defensive side before we get to the one you're excited about.
Go ahead.
Obviously, the Chiefs traded for Derek Nardi. He is back. He is a Kansas City Chief once again. Obviously, he wore number 91 during his time, which is now occupied by Felix Anudike-Uzomah, who is also on injured reserve. Derek Nardi will be taking number 92. Which was worn, I believe, by Marlon Tuipulotu.
And also Dante Poe.
Well, there you go.
And Dante Poe too. He's been worried about him as well. So if he can show flashes of putting on number 2, and we can just picture Poe in the back of the uniform, Poe and Chris Jones together, that would be nice. And I'm looking for Derek Nardi is a good run stopper. He's a good defensive tackle next to Chris Jones. He knows the system. That's going to be a great pickup, bring back. Now that's type of guys that I'm like, okay, yes, bring those type of guys back in, because I've seen against the Seahawks that we was missing a couple guys that can stop the run, and that's what Derek Nardi can do as well. He can come out here and be that guy for the Kansas City Chiefs. What other numbers have we got updates?
Rookie running back Brashad Smith. We all seen his game. He's been donning the number 30 so far this preseason, and you're probably thinking, no, he didn't, did you? What number could possibly be available for one Brashad Smith to take? If you've been tuning into the Chiefs Blitz YouTube channel, especially for guys in the bar, one Mr. Hence Todd suggested that hey, Sky Moore's not here anymore. Why doesn't Rashard Smith take 24? And that's exactly what's happened, kids. Rashard Smith will be wearing the famous 24 for the 2025 season.
Hey, I can't wait to see it, man. I think I'm going to go get the jersey. I'm going to go get the number 24 jersey. Yeah, that is going to be nice. Smith wearing number 24, coming out the backfield. Man, the kid is excited to be here, man. He's excited to be, playing football for your Kansas City Chiefs. Our Kansas City Chiefs, and I'm looking for a breakout season for this kid, man. I'm looking for something that that we haven't seen since Jamal Charles, right? Since we ain't have that kind of speed since Jamal Charles coming out the backfield, if this kid can put it all together, that number 24 is going to be in the ring of honor for the Kansas City Chiefs. But with Rashard Smith name on the end of it. But hey, again, Rashard Smith, man, congratulations on making a team. Because some guys that got drafted like before him didn't even make the roster. It's still out there trying to find a team to be on. But Rashard Smith came and did enough. Even though he had that drop pass wide open that it was a 50-50, is a catchable pass, not catchable pass. But the kid still came out and showed out what he can do as well. Man, thank God he's not wearing that number 30, because I was like, man, that's going to look ugly. That's going to look ugly for a running back. But the number 24 fits him very well. And again, thanks for him to put on the number 24. I will get that. I will be getting that jersey. And I hope this kid to come out to help the Kansas City Chiefs with this 6 games suspension, because we're gonna need everybody on board, this year, because this is a tough schedule. Would you say, Mango? Would you say this is a tough schedule that the Kansas City Chiefs going to be facing?
Yes and no. Obviously, you've got the Chargers and a divisional opponent. But what have they done? They're gonna be booty clapped, as we would say. Eagles, who cares about them? They were yesterday's news. Giants, I'm actually excited to the Giants game, because they've got sneaky good defensive line, and I'm really intrigued to see how our offensive line handles that. Who have we got after that? Is it the Ravens?
We got the Jags. We got the Lions. Who else we got? We ain't got the Bengals, thank God. We got Buffalo Bills. They always find a way on the schedule. And the Buffalo Bills, you don't know what you're gonna get from them, right?
Well, they'll win, and then we'll beat them in the postseason. It's just how it goes, isn't it?
Yeah. But again, these games that Rashee Rice is going to miss, we're going to see. Because Eagles got a great defense. Giants got a great defense. Ravens building a ultimate defense. The Jaguars, they got a decent defense as well, and the Lions have a defense as well. We just the smoke is up in the air for the Chargers. You don't know what you're gonna get for the Chargers. Could they be good? Could they be bad? Could they be surprised? Be the team to beat? But again, we will all see. And shout out to everybody that's joining in, all 752 of you guys. Please go subscribe to our YouTube channel. Our breaking news shows do go live on Facebook, LinkedIn, X, and everything else. But our regular shows go live on YouTube. So if you want to watch more of the Four Guys in the Bar later today at 1:45, your time, Kansas City time, wherever time you're going to be, 1:45 p.m. That will be later live today with Nick, Lou, and Coach Dre. That we'll discuss more of this breaking news. Once you Rashee Rice, you'll get some of their takes, and also we'll be breaking down the Chiefs 53-man roster. Could some guys be added? We don't know.
In
You
the
know
arms.
because it's a guy that's out there that's putting on his Instagram that he probably be added, and it's gonna probably make me hot for the rest of the week and the rest of the season. And that does happen. So with that said, guys, I am Hens Tide. That is Mango. We want to thank you guys for joining in. We want to thank Ruben. No, Ruben ain't in here today. Huh?
Oh, Ruben, step up, man. Jesus Christ.
Crystal Lee, all you guys for joining in today. Hey,
do you know what?
We will get through this all together as Chiefs fans. Go ahead, man. Go. What you about to say?
I'm concerned about Kareem's well-being. Like, is he alive? I've not seen that guy in forever.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to check in on him. I'm gonna check in on him today. So with that said, guys, thank you guys for joining in. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button. We will be later back today in just a couple more minutes, 1:45, maybe
an hour from now we'll be
back live. So guys, thank you guys for joining in. If you just joined in, Rashee Rice will be serving his 6-game suspension. He will miss the first 6 weeks of the season. All right, guys.